Hello from Tom the Squirrel Whisperer. This is my review and video evaluation for the Akaso X8C Quadcopter drone. Let's take a look at some flying video just for a second, and then we'll get into the actual quadcopter itself. It is actually substantially larger than most of the other toy quadcopters we looked at before. It is a full-size drone. And here it is, the box, the X8C in the box. There is some minor assembly that we're going to be showing you how to do all of it. And go through the entire process with you. As you take it out of the box first, you will have to put on the landing gear and also the rotor safeguard cages. But we'll show you how to do all of that here as we go through. Next here is the baggie that has the landing gear and the rotor cages. And open that up, take it out. Be careful, there's a whole bunch of little tiny screws and other small pieces in there, so just make sure as you dump that out that you're dumping out in a safe place. On the bottom of the quadcopter you'll see these holes. This is the holes for the landing gear. Now this should just press apply in, but I would recommend, and the way that I did it myself, was to use some modeling cement so that they stay in. Otherwise they have fallen out on me. Okay, for the landing cages you will pull out these guards here, and then you'll just get rid of them. They're not necessary afterwards, and then this is what you'll see. You'll put in the rotor guards and then hold the top and bottom parts down together. And then you'll see the two holes there. You see the two screw holes between the vents there. One on that side and one on that side. Now, they give you sets of screws. You want to take the smaller screw heads. Use that, not the larger heads, and you'll put them on the inside the screw holes, and you'll screw one down on each side. Once you finish assembling all four of the rotor cages, as you see here, you'll be able to move on. You have the rotor cages and the legs complete. Now, we'll assemble the camera. The camera comes as all one piece, such as this. This is where the camera will snap into. The striped arms are forward facing of the quadcopter. The battery compartment is rear facing of the quadcopter, or drone if you want to call it that. It will snap in facing forward. Although personally I did reverse it and I faced it the opposite direction, because I also found that, to me, many of the controls of the quadcopter drone felt inversed, and it was just easier to fly it in actually the opposite direction. See the power cord there for the camera. You see the little the hole there right next to the leg on the left side. That's where that power cord snaps into. Now the battery, you have the red part there will snap into the chamber, the battery port that is on the left wall. The white part snaps into the battery charger. Off-on switch. And then here is the battery charger itself, or the battery itself, as it pulls out of the battery chamber itself. Now on that battery chamber area, on the left wall there, would have been, you'll see a red area there to plug in the battery. 400 grams. That means that this does have to be registered. $5 to register. Okay, it comes with a 4 GB SD card. $5 to register. If you're an American citizen, it has to be registered to the federal government. Very, very easy process. You print your registration slip. You can do it all in under 5 minutes on your computer. Okay, 6 inches high, 12-inch wingspan. That means a 2-foot diameter. People say, do you always get your quadcopters to fly straight up and down the first time? Well, no, actually. I point out in almost all of my videos that you do have to trim your quadcopters first time around so that they do fly up and down. So you have to go through the trim process. Okay, trimming means to be able to fly it straight up and down. That trims the rotors. So you do want to make sure that you take it indoors first and go through that trimming process. The trim buttons are on your control just below the 2 actual power knobs. They're on the diagonals. And you want to do that. It is a lengthy process, but you do want to make sure that you get familiar with the trim, keeping your quadcopter to no more than 6 inches off the ground in very short hops, just to get used to that trim, making sure that it will go straight up and down, working out any little details of the balance of those rotors so that it only goes straight and doesn't have a left pole or right pole or anything like that. Of course, we're looking at video of my son piloting the drone right now. Bring it down for very low-level flight, high-level flight, hovering, mid-space. Okay, I hope I've given you enough information about this particular quadcopter for you to make a very well-informed decision, I hope. I'm giving it the full 7 Squirrel Up rating. Thank you for watching my video from Tom the Squirrel Whisperer.